Hey everyone, Crazy Jimmy here. Got an Acid Archives entry today, and today's entry is Minette. And this is called Come to Me at Tea Time. So let's pop this out. So this was released in 1968, and it's most certainly a private pressing as well. It's in really good shape for its age and for its rarity. And if you're wondering, okay, what's going on with the front cover? Yes, those are pot leaves. And yes, that is a drag queen there. And that's Minette, born a man. Right there, there's Minette originally, well, not originally, but as a man. And then as a woman in drag. So pretty groundbreaking for 1968. Really crazy, huh? How incredibly brave he was to be able to come out and announce to the world really that this is what he enjoyed doing. And he was an artist as far as acting, did some acting and singing, playing, so really talented. There's the back. But yeah, 1968, it takes a lot of cojones. Because, it wasn't that accepted in 1968, obviously. It's not like it is today. There's the label on Collector's Choice. There's probably fewer than 100 of these were pressed, I would think. I don't know the pressing quantity. This is also on translucent vinyl. If you hold it up to a light source, it's like a dark brown, maybe a little bit of wine in there, which is amazing to me. From 1968. Yeah, really great shape. The story behind me getting this is pretty crazy. I've got people I talk to across America that are into private pressings and into the Acid Archives like I am and all that, and the private pressings and the hard stuff to find. And we talk, and, they know what I want. I know what they want. And when something pops up, I let them know. So this was on someone who I know in Minnesota who really wanted a copy of this, like desperately wanted it. One popped up on Discogs, just randomly popped up, looked legit. So I let him know. I didn't have a copy yet. I just let him know. I said, hey, it's there. It's a very fair price. Here are the pictures. I already asked for the pictures for you. What do you think? He ended up pulling the trigger. He bought it. Got it shipped to him from New York from a bookstore. So the story goes, someone dropped off a box of classical records. And this, by the way, is not classical. Okay, this is acid psychedelic. But I'll get to that in a second. Someone dropped off a box of classical records. Somehow 5 copies of this album, which is uber rare. If you know about this album, you'll know it's uber rare. 5 copies were in that box. The thought is the New York record shop owner and my buddy and myself think that the 5 were from Minette's estate. Now, Minette passed away years ago, I think 2001. But somehow these 5 got in that box, and we believe that it's from Minette's estate. How else would there be 5 there? Had to be his personal copies. Had to be, right? I would think. But anyways, they were all in great shape. Now there's some pressing nicks and knacks. This is not near mint. It for 1968, it looks pretty clean, but it's got some marks, couple hairlines, couple feelable lines. But overall, for the year, it's great. This cover is VG++, just a hint of ring up there, but really clean, really clean. Anyways, 5 of them. So my buddy out in Minnesota called the bookstore and said, what will you take for the 4 you have left, because he bought one already. So they have 4 left. They cut him a deal for all 4, and he bought them. So he bought all 5 of them. So then he contacted me and he said, "Hey Jim, I'll sell you a copy at what I paid for." So that's how I ended up with this. He was thankful I turned him on to it. Gave me a deal. So, because he got a deal. So that was awesome. Like I said, this thing never pops up. I think only like 3 or 4 have been sold in the last like 15 years online. There are some there's some green, like lighter green ones that were repressed. I think they're bootlegs. Those are floating around. But as far as the original real McCoy, not many of these have been sold. Not many of these around. But yeah. So now the music, and I'll read the review in a minute. But the music it's acid psych cabaret. All piano based. So you got piano, you got bass, you got a little guitar in there for sure. There's some cool like acidy lines of guitar going through some of these songs. The vocals, even though you would think it was a female singing, it's really Minette. It's him singing, so he's trying to sing in a female voice. It's a male voice, so which I like. I'm glad for that. It just matches better with the music. So yeah, just incredible. The back here, Minette has been in show business quite a while, having performed in vaudeville with Gilda Grays, the Shimmy Queens at a very young age. Performed as a female impressionist throughout the USA, but mostly in the East in clubs and theaters, singing and dancing. As ragtime pianist at the Provincetown Playhouse for Joe Franklin in his Memory Lane Flicks production, Greenwich Village, New York. Is known as the sweetheart of Avgraph Films, having been starred or featured in 9 productions wherein female impressionists play male and female roles. A sort of Art Nouveau kabuki troupe, American camp style. Wow. So yeah, won some awards, some cameos, all kinds of stuff here. There's a little bit more on the back, but pretty cool. So some of these let me read you some of the titles. The Hot Hippie Rag. Minette's 69th Trip. On a Psychedelic Astro Flight. Now think about that. This is 1968. The band 13th Floor Elevators, who were said to use the word psychedelic on an album first in 1966. So 2 years later, Minette is using the word psychedelic in a song. It's crazy. On a Psychedelic Astro Flight. Here's one. My Tripping Out Rag. Don't Take My Man Away. Grandpa's Rag. Hello, Big Boy. Hey, hey, LBJ. Lyndon B. Johnson, I'm thinking that is. How many kids did you kill today? Really nuts. You can just tell this is out there just by the cover. All right, let's read the review. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. I never do. I should wear them. All right. The Minister, where is it? Okay. Minette. Come to Me at Tea Time, 1968, Collector's Choice. Ranked at a 3 to 4 in value. A Real People's Top 10 LP. So right off the bat, top 10. Amazing psychedelic cocktail lounge music by female impersonator Jacques or Jim Minette, who starred in a series of 8mm adventure films in the 1950s and early 60s. Accompanied mainly by piano, Minette sings in a female voice, but like I said, I can tell it's a male. About drugs. the revolution, anti-Vietnam protests, and more. On a Psychedelic Astroflight could arguably find its way onto a hippie. I can't see this very well. It's in cursive all of a sudden. Hippie goddess compilation, I think it says. Cover has photo of Minette in costume surrounded by drawings of marijuana leaves. The vinyl is dark green when held up to the light. So they say it's dark green. I guess I need to hold it up to a stronger light. I saw like a brownish wine. The liner notes on the back cover have reference to a connection with the New York talk show legend Joe Franklin. Not many copies are known to exist of this LP. There it is. So that is today's Acid Archives from me, Minette. I would say seek it out, but you're not going to find it anywhere, most likely so. But there it is. If you do see it pop up, I do recommend it 100%. But thanks for watching. Appreciate you all. Have a great weekend.